me see. I'm gonna try to find how to get the.
That scene you had before with the motorcycle was pretty telling.
Yeah. Yeah. But let me see if I can do the drastic one. You can do both, and you can see it's pretty amazing. You wouldn't want to get it, and nobody would want to get a Samsung after that.
Q8FN motion versus the A8 OLED.
Try to get it.
And you said both are on their cinema modes, right?
No, standard modes.
Standard modes, okay.
But I'm gonna move this. I'm not sure.
That's that same scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, no judder at all.
Yeah. Now, if I go over to the Samsung,
Show me the the Q8.
watch this. There was nothing there, right?
No, there was no artifacting at all. What's funny is OLEDs get killed for 24 FPS artifacting. So same part behind the bike.
that?
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and just to highlight it again, I went to Cinema Pro on this.
And you had it what in True Cinema for the motion?
Yeah. See that?
No judder. Can you show me this one again though, real quick? The Q8.
Absolutely.
This is the Samsung Q8FN motion. That second bike. Whoa! Wow. Oh, that is very telling.
Yeah.
Awesome. So now it's just in standard mode. The motion's
standard
not
mode right from the factory.
motion not
See,
really.
there's a little there.
A little bit, not
It's
much.
not like.
And the Samsung. And this is back in its standard mode.
Yeah, back in standard mode. That's in Samsung, right from the factory.
Wow! Oh my God! And that's because this is native 4K from the actual camera.
Correct.
Wow, that is very impressive. The Q8 is
And a lot of
definitely.
people on this one won't even see it. I mean, even on this footage, won't see it because they're not looking for it. And I'm not really that good with it, to be honest with you. So.
What's funny though, even though we're in Magnolia in the brighter environment, the OLED just looks better.
Yeah.
Usually it would be in a darker environment, but this looks a little washed out. It is funny seeing the artifacting even on the Q9FN.
Yeah, the more you put into the chain, the worse it could be.
Yeah. Very interesting. It's a Q9FN. Q9FN is going for 5 at 75 inches. So the test you saw me just run was a Q9 8FN versus an A8 or AF8 OLED. And he was just showing how the judder on the Samsung couldn't really hang with the motion on the OLED. What's interesting is OLED gets killed for how it behaves. Sure. How it behaves on 24 FPS motion in movies. But the motion is so good that it actually has a hard time with movies. You're gonna show me something else. Hold on.
Blue.
Wow.
Here and the blue in the back.
So even the contrast ratio on the Sony
Yep.
OLED, distinguishing between ice and snow.
Yep.
And this is C8, LG C8.
That's a C8. And there's really no difference in
No, it's
levels
pretty.
of LGs. Doesn't matter which one you get.
No,
other
it
than
is.
The D8 is not the same.
It is
as the
pretty
others.
washed out in comparison to the Sonys.
And if I could play that same thing on the new A9, the A9, it
A9.
would be even better.
So this, yeah, it does. Yeah, there really is a big difference in contrast.
Yep.
Wow. So the test that we just did was a motion between the Samsung Q8FN and the Sony OLED, the AF8, I believe it is. And it was showing me the judder that you see on not 24 FPS content, but native 60 FPS filmed content, and the judder on the Samsung was all over the place. Thought it would be an interesting test. He was willing to show it. These are the LG OLEDs. And he was showing me how the Sony OLEDs, he in his opinion has a better contrast ratio. Also could be the way these displays are set up. Chances are that is the case. But that you guys appreciate. Very interesting test. As far as walking into these stores and seeing what looks best, just the OLEDs to me just still look better. And even in the demo he was showing me, in a very bright room, the OLED looked better than in a dark room. And the Q8FN to me is probably the best mid-range display this year. And for me, the Q9FN is probably the best LED this year, considering the very disappointing reviews of the Z9F. Now, this salesman also said the Z9F is on a whole nother level than the Q9FN. I don't agree. I think that's just marketing, but I thought you'd appreciate the motion video. And the OLEDs are gorgeous. Alright guys, that was a motion test on the last year's Sony OLED, which is being replaced. I'll show you that in a minute. And the Q8FN, just an interesting judder test. I'm sure you can go into the Samsung and change those motion settings. They were both on standard default. Once you put it in True Cinema, it was so clear. And the Q9FN actually exhibited the same artifacting, which is, I mean, you would see double images almost. That's how important motion is. But I thought I'd show you guys how OLED gets panned for judder at 24 FPS with movies. But on fast motion, it's unbelievable how accurate it is. Alright guys, thank you as always.